You say you want a Massage Envy membership? Uh-uh. You better come on over here so we can have a conversation on why the Massage Envy membership is not worth it anymore. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Just My Two Cents. Today, we are talking about why the Massage Envy membership is no longer worth it. But before we start, welcome to all the new subscribers. Super excited that you all decided to join us here on the channel. Also, thank you all for commenting down below on the different videos. I appreciate all the great dialogue that we are having. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into the video and talk about why the Massage Envy membership is not worth it anymore, at least in my opinion. Let's go ahead and jump in. The first reason I feel like the Massage Envy membership isn't worth it anymore is because pausing my membership, especially when COVID came out last year and it was really at a peak, it was hard to even cancel or pause my membership. And I didn't want to cancel my membership because I had sessions that I needed to use before just giving all that money back to the company essentially. So I wanted to just simply pause my membership, and they really sent me through a lot of loops. So the loops they sent me through with trying to pause my membership really included or began with trying to figure out who to contact in the first place. So where I stay is not where my home location is. So I called the location that I frequent a lot and I said, hey, I need to pause my membership because of COVID. And they said, okay, sounds great. So they took my information. They said, oh, well, actually, we're not your home location. You have to contact your home location. So I tried to contact my home location. And during this time, of course, nobody's at the home location because everything has closed down. So with everything being closed down, I'm like, okay, well, let me try to contact corporate because maybe they might be working from home. Maybe they might have some more insight that the franchises don't have. Y'all, I tried to contact corporate and nobody would pick up. I mean, not only would it not pick up, but it was hard to try to find a number in the first place. So the best thing I could think of was to tweet them. So I tweeted them, as you all can see on the screen, and they tweeted me back. And the reason they did this because not only was I tweeting them, but it was a whole bunch of other people tweeting them and talking about basically how they were taking people money because they were charging us still, knowing that we couldn't use the service because everything was shut down and nobody would pick up because nobody's there. And nobody had the common decency before leaving to say, okay, well, let's see how we can pause these people memberships until we come back. And I know that's not necessarily on people's mind when they're trying to get up out of somewhere and they're trying to get to safety themselves. But at least for the manager or the person who owns that particular franchise or corporate trying to figure out how to pause accounts from being charged because you couldn't use anything during that time. Other people on the internet, they sounded off about this particular issue as well, with them trying to figure out how can they pause their membership or cancel their membership. And some people, they had some really, tough things happen to them. As you can see, the person on the screen, like they lost their jobs. And so they were trying to figure out how to pause or cancel their membership. And they really couldn't seek any help or find any help from this particular company. Also, as you can see, some people were still in the process of getting charged because that particular franchise or branch decided not to pause the membership fees for that particular time. So what I was beginning to see and what I saw not only on Twitter, but also when I was out here researching and trying to figure out was I the only person with this, is that I like this whole thing with the membership is pretty common. Also, another reason I feel like Massage Envy isn't worth it anymore because you can't change your home location. What this essentially means, so I moved about 2 hours away from where my home location is. And of course, if it's a Massage Envy in the location that I'm at now, I'm going to use that location. I want that to be my home location. I don't want the Massage Envy where I used to live, that's 2 hours away, to be my home location because I'm not going to travel 2 hours once a month for a 1 hour massage and then have to drive all the way back. I asked them, like, could I change it? They said no, because it has to be like a certain amount of miles or what have you. But I'm like, that absolutely makes no sense. I feel like you don't have the autonomy to pick out what is your home location. And if you happen to move, you might not be able to transfer your membership over. This has really turned me off because anytime I need to transfer a massage to somebody, if I want to gift a massage to people, or anytime I need to handle any type of paperwork or something important, then I have to deal with the Massage Envy that's 2 hours away instead of the one that's literally right down the street that I've been using for like the past 2 years. So another reason I feel like the membership isn't worth it anymore is simply because the communication is not consistent. So you ask one person a question, and you'll ask another person a question, and you'll get two complete different answers. And this literally just happened to me about 2 weeks ago. So I was trying to give my sister one of my unused massages for free. And usually there's like a $10 transfer fee. And I was like, cool, whatever. So I was speaking to the massage place that is close to me about how to do this. And so they set everything up and they told me that I would have to actually call the other location that's 2 hours away, that's my home location, to just have it transferred and it'll be in the system and they'll be able to work everything out. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I called them, set everything up. I thought everything was fine. Then I called they called me actually to confirm a service that I had booked. And I was like, yeah, cool, whatever. And then I asked them about that service just to make sure everything was cool because I wouldn't be with her when she would go and get the massage. And I didn't want her to have any issues or pay her anything. And they're like, oh, we don't see it in the system. We don't X, Y, and Z. I'm like, you have to see it in the system. I've paid the $10 transfer fee. The massage has already been applied to her account. Like, you have to see it in the system. They're like, well, have you already called? Like, you need to call. And I'm like, This other person told me what to do and said everything was already worked out. And now you're on the phone and you're telling me something different and she's supposed to go. Like, we need to figure this out. And it really made me upset because I feel like all the associates need to know how to do that. And that kind of goes back to my point. I also feel like the membership is not worth it anymore because you have to book your appointments out a month in advance. And at first, I thought it was just my location. I thought there was like this influx of people that got memberships and now everybody's coming to this particular location. But what I'm seeing on the internet is that it's other people that's having this issue at their particular locations. And this is really a problem because most people can't schedule a massage out a month in advance. Some people can, but some people can't. For me, I can do 2 weeks in advance, but I can't do a month in advance because things come up, things change. And I feel like that's unfair to the customer. And you are paying all this money to start off with, and then you have to book a month in advance where you might have to end up canceling. So I feel like 2 weeks in advance is fair, but a month in advance is no longer fair. And people are really out here talking about how they can't use their service because it takes forever for them to kind of get an appointment. So I don't think it's worth it. If I feel like I can't use the service because I can't get an appointment, then I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go, and I want to cancel my membership because I feel like I can't use it, as other people feel the same way too. In addition to that, I also feel like some of the massage therapists have a time management issue. And to be honest, a lot of the massage therapists, they are late with starting your massage. And your massage ends up feeling rushed. It ends up feeling like they didn't get the spots that you kind of specified that you kind of wanted some special attention to. And you can really tell. I have been in situations where they do a good job. And then when they get to certain parts, they'll like just rush through because they have been late coming out to get me from the waiting area. And I really do sit there and I clock that because I'm like, I'm not giving you a good, decent tip if my massage is rushed or if you come out and you get me late. And I remember one of the other times that I went most recently, the person came out late and I actually had a facial scheduled right after that. So it was a massage and a facial. And I was like low key late to my facial because this person started late and then ended right on time when my facial was supposed to start. I feel like if I'm not getting the full service, then I'm not going to give you a tip. And then that's going to make me want to look other places for people who have quality massages and will give me all the time that I've paid for. Also, the membership, it keeps going up and you don't really get anything else for it. You don't get an extra minute, you don't get anything free, you don't get any type of promotion where it's like, hey, members come in and you get hot stones for free, or that might be asking too much, or you might get a boost or an enhancement for free or something. And over the years, you can see it has gradually went up to the point to where now I'm paying $70, or I will be paying $70 a month for a Massage Envy membership. And I think this is ridiculous. I feel like this is completely ridiculous because I'm getting the same benefits and an increased price. And that's not fair. Why can't you offer a free boost every 3 massages or a free enhancement every couple of massages or something to kind of make up for this? The service that I mentioned earlier for $70. And they just sent me a piece of paper in the mail saying, hey, as of whatever date my contract is up with them, on that renewal date, your membership will go up. And this is what I mean also about communication. So with that particular piece of communication, they didn't even tell me how much my membership was going to go up. They just said it was going to go up. So I called Massage Envy, of course, and they said, oh, well, it's going to be $70. And I said, $70? I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. And so I asked them, I said, well, how many massages and things do I have stored up? And they told me. And so right now, my goal is to try to use all those as quick as possible before September 1st, and then look for another massage place or a spa or what have you, and go from there. Because I think $70 for 60 minutes, which is actually 50 minutes, sometimes it's really 45 minutes or 40 minutes because the person late. I really don't like that because I feel like people paying for a service and then you come out here late. People expecting to get at least 50 minutes worth of service, and you out here giving people 45 minutes or 40 minutes worth of service. And then you're wondering why the lobby is full of people who want to cancel their membership. And now you're trying to make it hard for people to cancel their membership. My recommendation would be for you to try the introductory massages before you commit to any company, not just Massage Envy, but any company. Try these different introductory massages. Yeah, the paperwork and filling it out might get tedious at times, but I would rather try the different massage places first. And then once I've kind of exhausted all those introductory prices, then figure out who might be worth having a membership with. But right now, Massage Envy is really not it, to be honest. They are not it. And I'm kind of disappointed because they were like my tried and true. And now, you know, with these shenanigans and stuff going on, I don't think it's worth it anymore. But with all that being said, make sure that you go ahead, you like, you comment, and you subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.